this verse in Deuteronomy 17, and Moses is talking to uh, the Israelites about when they choose a king, what a king is supposed to do.
Jesus.
And this is in Deuteronomy 17, 18 through 19. And this verse stood out to me because it says, when he takes the throne of his kingdom, he is to write for himself on a scroll a copy of this law. Actually, I want to go back. And for the sake of this conversation, I want to use she in this verse.
Jesus.
When she takes the throne of her kingdom, she is to write for herself on the scroll a copy of this law, taken from that of the Levitical priest. It is to be with her, and she is to read it all the days of her life, so that she may learn to revere the Lord and follow carefully all the words of this law and these decrees. And so when I heard that, even in my journey, I thought about, like, think about as a prerequisite, we are stepping into our authority as kings, but as a prerequisite, as a part of leading, you are responsible that when you take up your throne, to write for yourself a copy of the law. So, like, think literally back in the time, they didn't live during the time of printing presses. So there were only a few copies of this scroll, that the priests had. And so as a king, you had to go write. And I don't know if they did it, had somebody do it, whatever, but they had to write a copy. It says to write for himself. This is what the word says. He
Come
is to
on.
write for himself on a scroll. So I remember when you were young and your teacher used to have you write things
Come
to help
on.
you memorize it, right? Write for yourself a copy of the scroll of this law, taken from that of the Levitical priest. It is to be with you, and you are to read it all the days of your life so that you may learn to revere God. So as a part of picking up this crown there is a script that you need to know in order to lead well. So we're not just talking about authority. We're talking about knowing the power of this script, not having to go up there and make up your own ways to lead, ways to rule. Like, there is a precedent here.